Hello guys, welcome to my Minecraft survival guide. This will help you survive through the beginnings of getting it started. Once you know the basics, you can move on to other people, because I am only good at the basics. I can get you to getting diamonds, but anything past that I can't do. Anyway, so what I recommend starting to do is actually to just spend the entirety of almost the entirety of the first day getting trees. Is that way you can actually build. You actually have a bunch of wood and you can survive for a while. Okay? But before we do this, make sure to not craft them into planks yet, because some of them need to stay normal for the next steps. Okay? Okay, now let's start that wood mining. Okay, guys. So once you get to that point, once you get to that point, you're gonna try to find a mountain. If you can't find one, then you can build a base. There should be a timestamp on the screen right now for you to go build a base instead of to the mountain. But if there is a mountain you should use it for this. Alright, now what you want to do is put this is to cut that into two and make half of it turn into planks instead of all of it. Then what you're going to want to do is use one of the dirt blocks you got to build a wall, and then mine another piece, craft a crafting table, get some sticks, and get a pickaxe, and then you're gonna want to start mining. You should probably go down a bit and make sure to break any stone you have, any dirt with something that isn't, like maybe if you have some, you'll probably have some leftover sticks, so you can do that. Anyway, I'll just take a small area for us to start. Okay guys, I got some coal, which was very lucky and stuff. But still, I'm not gonna use it because this is a survival guide. Therefore, and because not everyone gets coal just from doing this, then it should be pretty simple. Then I'm not going to use it because those are the rules. But I will use it eventually once we get coal. Once we can actually get coal, then I will use this coal. Until that comes, I'm not using that coal. Okay, so now what we want to do is to put as many sticks as you have is how many wood logs it would. But because that can give you charcoal, which a bunch of math mumbo jumbo, which I'm not going to get into, but you can by searching somewhere else. I am going to use charcoal instead of regular coal. We have to wait through this. This is actually very importantly needed. And by the way, this requires this is why I didn't want you to lose all your wood. Because you need to put an oak logs to get, meaning that there is a use for just oak logs besides design, which I know isn't really, which is actually still very much important. Yeah, I added some stairs here. You don't need to do that. Yeah, you don't need to add these stairs. It's perfect. You don't need this chest either. This is just a chest that's full of contraband. Anyway, now what you want to do is just keep mining. It's just mine. Mine throughout the entirety of the rest of it. And this is when where I can stop you from today. The next episode will happen after. But also, you saw how I crafted them. That's what this charcoal is for crafting sticks. If you want to use it, if you don't want to use it as fuel, that's fine. Oh no. And a few more things until we go. Ignore that. Please just ignore that. That's just something else. That's entirely. Okay. You can you can get tools. Get yourself a stone sword and some pickaxes. And just keep crafting pickaxes and swords. Keep crafting pickaxes until you get some iron. In which case, we will have it back up in episode 2. Okay? So besides that, that's gonna... I found a cave. That's lucky, but I can't use any of it. In episode 2, I guess we'll also explore the cave, so I can teach you how to explore caves. Besides that, you use the torches to put the light right here and stuff like that. Well, besides that, this is where some people can end the video, but now is where I will switch off to the other one. So bye guys, to if you couldn't find a cave on the first night. Anyway, bye guys. Okay, well that we're here, does anybody don't have space? If there's any differences in it. Sorry. So basically, oh no, so if you're wondering why it's raining now, it's because I'm shooting this on today. I'm shooting this on the next day, except for the other thing. Basically what I've done is actually just a pretty small house, like maybe like this. Ignore the other blocks. They're not supposed to be there. Don't make a mistake of placing them. So this is a waste of time that I'm using mining. I did this while it was night. While it was sunfall, then it's gonna be night by this time, and everything that we just did would have. So what I've would have been entirely useless. So then what I've been doing is stay here for the entire night. Right? And then the next day, you would collect a bit more wood and then follow the instructions from a before the video, well, you haven't seen it yet because you took the timestamp. Either way, what I'd recommend have you doing is get some more wood, and then go to this timestamp. Don't worry, it's just gonna be, well, I'm just gonna be here for a little while. Wait until you do it. Let me just take it down.